I'm Mark Seifter.
And I'm Linda Zias Palmer.
And this is Arcane Mark.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Arcane
Welcome.
Mark. Today we're going to be continuing our Wildermyth adventures.
The Enduring War.
A cast of characters inspired by the Arcane Mark.
Let's go in here. So we were on chapter 3 of 5, and we know Dwarfirfa, who we accidentally put a lot of items on even after this point, has made a promise to an ancient tree and is going to retire after the chapter.
Yes. So we must destroy all Morthagi sites. It looks like we were...
kind of...
in the process of...
We were going to assault Edison Vigil.
Yes, and then the other team was making their way toward...
They were exploring.
Yes.
I think they're in the area, but they're scouting the tile.
Yes. Alright, let's do it. With
Okay.
Lily Folia, Osir the Timid, and Rico.
Yes. There's only 3 of them here. Let's see what happens.
Shy in the shadow. Red weather. Dries the mud out. I keep having the same dream.
There can be reasons that happens.
Well, in this dream, I'm crawling through a grassy field. It's raining. I know it's raining because the ants are piling up and I keep putting my hands in them. Ugh. Which is terrible for us both. I'm crushing them, you know? And I do feel sorry, but I'm also, in the dream, I start getting mad at them. So, but then the ants start having familiar faces. I can see this isn't entertaining for you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I... Scream! You couldn't string much sleep together since we entered these thickets, so don't get far from me. I'm better rested.
Yeah, but I'm good. Thanks.
Hold on!
A cat never lightly suffers indignities.
Is it mostly just indecent, you think? Being chased by monsters?
What? I'm quoting Solace.
Oh, whoever that is. Watch it.
Hey, is it sad that its playmate went away?
That's an interpretation. Or it's guarding whatever its territory.
Owner's not home? A well-appointed cottage in the wilderness that's gone some time abandoned?
They haven't been here in the fall, possibly even since spring.
I'm not imagining it. The thing's depressed.
Does the rabbit pity the wolf who whines at her door?
Well, it doesn't seem to hate us.
I'll keep my staff raised all the same.
Doesn't seem to notice us, I should maybe say.
Oh, wait, look. She came back. Is it maybe that the cat keeps bothering this thing?
I don't know. There's this.
There's, what? A hint?
A little book. Goro?
It seems to be within the realm of this creature's attention.
What are you saying? The realm of tension? No, it's a journal. Notes, records of a prolonged endeavor. Can I try and read some?
I'm curious, yes.
So it starts. Day 1. Today I start my dark little spell journal. So it's, a spell journal? Flipping through, there's lists and drawings, diagrams, but it goes on. I shall here document lucidly and diligently as I may. My preparations, my processes, my observations. I do not yet know if, how, and to what effects the spell shall succeed, but I am resolved in my course to see it through. And there's an amendment. See it almost through. The final turn scares me. It's frightening magic we channel! Exclamation point.
You're saying that person wrote out
Of course not.
A cramped indoor hour passes.
Day 10. The spell is cast, and yet today she languishes, same as yesterday. Sleeps, and raises her eyes blearily like a cat 9 times her age.
Her voice lends warm, careful life to the writer's unstylish lines.
Day 34. I grow sure. Small signs that seem like delusions at first. Manufactured meanings, sprouted of a woman's hope-wild imagination. They are like letters retraced, becoming starker, clearer. Things are changing.
Herb dust, the seeped-in smoke of incense, books and their book covers, the tired beams of rosewood. These soft old cottage smells combine. Blanket weight, the mulled odor sinks around their shoulders. Growing especially comfortable in this place and time, like winter warmth.
Last entry. Noticing the hand. It's growing a little shaky. From where it was at the start, it's much weaker and more erratic. Day 62. My brain's become a fiddle string. It's vibrating, focused, lonesome as that. My mind narrows, and every thought is a pressed note along that stinging, single strand. A solitary stem, from which not every sound or contemplation I would once have easily produced may now flower.
It describes what seems like a pretty frightening feeling, but admirably stays diligent, leaving her record.
Perhaps old age would have always been like this. At least Shy. Shy continues to mend. For the first time today, she ate with gusto. The whole herring I brought her. I've gone back in my old diaries to check. It's been just over 2 years. And, as I must have noted previously, it's the extended span of smallest changes I find most heartening. The pattern and pace speak to me of momentum, a steady motion that may carry forward far into the future, if never near forever. I find myself fearing the end, but fear, too, is a new darling of mine. Mortal fear, fresh, clear, and bright. It confirms for me that the world keeps its bargains. She strengthens as I weighs down. This fate is what I wrought for myself, and for her. Let's not be sad. And though it appears the tweaks I made failed, I think that midnight orchid I so arduously hunted and harvested, so carefully separated, that those efforts have done nothing to mitigate or smooth out the transfer of my years. Let's not go down about it. Get down about it.
Feel bad for her to actually have a plan in place and it doesn't...
Oh. Yeah, the lady wasn't dumb, was she? But she... I am quite free of any regrets. Gratitude is what I feel. If you're reading this, believe me, mostly, I am grateful. Now, I wish to say, if you see Shy around, chase her off. That cat will live 1,000 years. I don't know where she'll go, but don't let her waste her new life here. what extent I shall eventually diminish, it seems hard to guess. I suspect I shall be nothing but a shadow soon. Lightless, thoughtless, meaningless, and without memory. A shame. May you live long, dear reader, never needing to learn the lengths you go to save the ones you love. Oh. She signs her name, Huana Sedge, Foolish Witch of Lake Meadow.
So that's it. Then this shadow thing is what's left of her?
Seems like.
So our choices are, well, we can do what the lady wanted anyway, lead her cat away from here, or...
Beware the wishes of a selfless woman. They will be dangerous to herself. Koro?
So which should we pick? We can either lead the cat away, or we can choose to let the cat stay with the shadow.
We have a vote for leading the cat away? 2 votes for leading the cat away.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Anybody else have a say? But it looks like we are gonna lead the cat away.
As she wished us to. I balk, though, at the prospect of just leaving her alone. Alone like this, peaceless, over infinite seasons, perhaps over eons. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's... Burn it is how I translate that.
You think burn it? The journal?
I'd burn it.
Setting fire to a book is never easy as it sounds, but Lilyfolia gets the oven hot enough. Page corners catch and the flames start to eat. And when the heat is high, with a kind of hunger the shadow leaps. Joins the Black River, flowing into a wide and already smoke-dark sky. A little later.
Supposed to meet up around here at the Cleft Hill, weren't we?
Think it's this one?
You don't think this one's cleft enough?
Got an opinion?
The choices are Lilyfolia's cat, Osir's cat, or let the cat wander. What do people think in terms of Shy the cat? Should Shy go with Lily, Osir, or wander around? Let's see if we have any more votes. Osir's too timid for a cat. That's certainly possible. Garland says Osir should have the cat. Who will break this tie?
I don't think anyone's gonna vote for 3. Who will break this tie indeed?
Maybe Osir needs a cat because he is timid. Yeah, that's what Garland was saying.
Will it be broken by a vote in the chat or by a random?
Kojo
changed the
okay,
vote to 2.
There
All right.
we go.
Osir plus cat.
Osir says, "At least you trust me, It's a good having you, but please stay only as long as you wish."
And that is the story of how Osir met Shy. Lilyfolio, why aren't you with... Oh, there he is. They go together, wherever, thereafter they went.
Alright. Uh-oh, there's a lot of enemies here for our 3 people. And...
Butler, Batchby, Welding,
unfortunately
Watchman,
for us,
Somalia, and Spectre.
it is more thoggy, so they're gonna be a little bit rough. Alright. Hopefully the fact that we have Rico is gonna help us out.
Well, let's see. What's the range on the interfuse attack out of that stump right there? Might it be able to hit things that are right on the other side of the door, or is it not great?
It's got a few things, like Discus has 4 range, so it'd have to be right on the other side.
Okay, so probably we're not going to be able to hit with an initial interfusion here.
And so this is the Zealous Elite we now have once per turn, is that right? And not once every other turn?
Yes.
No, it's once every other turn, it says that there. So let's just set people up and then end the turn. And I think...
Were we considering taking once every turn and then we took another power?
Yeah, I think we took another power.
There were a lot of good choices last time, if I recall.
That's probably true. Alright, let's just make some plants here. And then Rico can go here. And Osir can maybe interfuse with the one that's like...
Pretty close.
Pretty close. And then done. Guardian. Done. Alright, now let's see what happens.
Now we can open the door.
Yep.
It said open the door to reveal fabulous
prizes.
Oh my
gosh.
Apparently this is fabulous prizes. Well, good news. They're close enough to hit with interfuse attacks.
Oh my gosh. This would have actually been a good time to have some AoE.
Yeah. But we didn't know.
Yeah. That's true. Let's see. So, maybe there's some AoE in here.
What is that? Barrage?
No, it's just 6 to 8 damage. And this is Discus and Steel Fire. Alright, so... Good gosh. Let's see what Rico
could probably bite and shoot and kill those 2 in the front.
He probably can. Let's see what he can do. If he goes up here, he can bite one of them. That's not a kill. And he can shoot.
That one, yeah, it looks like that's the one that would be killed by the shot. And then we can use the interfuse attack to finish off the other one that's injured.
And then this gigantic, horrible butler
is going to be a problem.
So, let's see what we can do here. Wild Grasp. How far can that wildly grasp? Only up to there.
So yeah, it can only hit the one on the front. But we can finish it off. Minus bone. Okay.
Okay.
So what's the range that the big boss guy in the back can reach with his movement and attack combined?
I just don't think we can kill him. So we should see if we can kill this guy, the Watchman. I think. What do you think? Alright, so with the oven, we should have the choice between both magic and physical damage. So we can do 8 physical or 8 magic should kill that thing if it hits.
Perfect.
Actually did 9. Alright.
So then Lilyfolia.
So if
I guess the question is it my question about the combination of its movement and attack range is it going to be able to attack one of our people this round no matter what? Or can we make it waste a turn moving?
I think.
And then pummel it next turn.
It's hard to see what their movement speed is. But I think that it's gonna get to us because they usually have a lot of movement speed, these guys. So I can
do like a Guardian with Lily?
Yeah, do a Guardian with a Castling Guardian with Lily or something. That almost killed it. But what's it doing?
And burned out the coals and then sweep the floor.
And then it shredded her armor too.
5 blocked. Wow. That would have been
Jesus.
really nasty if she didn't have all
Yeah.
the defense she does.
That would have been really bad. Okay, let's see what we can do here. It's almost dead. What's going on? Danger. Oh, no, then we shouldn't do it if it would be danger.
It would hurt Rico too, it looks like.
Oh, because drawing them in, I see.
Yeah.
It's got some kind of like AoE shenanigans here. Let's kill
Yeah,
it.
just have Lily take care of it, I think. And then they can march forward.
Yep, that was a lot of enemies.
It sure
So
was.
we've
Is
got
there
here.
anybody else in that next room coming to say hi? At least not immediately. I see we've got a door over there on the left.
How badly did Lily get hurt? Not very, but
She took
got
1 damage
really,
and had
really,
1
really
armor
shredded. Well, yeah, and she got 5 blocked.
shred. Yeah.
Alright, I stole the fire of the summon, but it looks like it's still around. And we can interfuse something, but I don't think that there's anything that matters right now, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, this one might be useful when we open that door, but I feel like we're gonna go up
Which
here
door?
first, right?
Yeah, I think we should go up there first. There's also a door up there.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I see it. Or is that open? I think
That's open, yeah.
Alright, well, Rico has Silk Step, so they shouldn't be able to see him. And he can see them. Oh, goodness, okay. There's a lot of guys up there. Alright, let's see what we can do here then. So, if Osir comes here, then he might be able to interfuse this brazier.
Mm-hmm.
And we can steal its fire.
Yoink. Oh yeah, he's a 73% chance of killing this Snowy outright.
And he did.
Well done.
Okay. And this looks like it's the same.
The same setup, yeah.
This may be the
The
same
last-
area.
yeah, so
although I
that's-
think may have to go
You have
through
to
the
go
fire.
through the flames, so probably up.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So, to here, then Zealous Leap.
Dakota's asking if this is the enemy HQ. Like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't think it said that it was, but maybe it is. Let's see.
I wonder what that means for how many more Thagi there are going to be in the boss site. This isn't it.
I am not sure. Alright, let's back up. Let's see what he does. Well, he took 2, but it was awarded. And then it burned out.
So this is the last guy, so there's no reason not to use heroism on Rico.
Yep. Let's do this. So, Rico,
Fighty.
heroism, shoot.
Shooty. Didn't need heroism.
Do.
Lilyfolia!
And that leveled up Osir.
Good job,
And
Osir.
he has a cat.
Osir the Bronze Sword
Alright,
Mystic.
so he
who
has a few
cat.
choices. He can upgrade Earth Scribe so that the Bone Wall has more hit points and the Rock Shield gives more temporary hit points. And Armor Warding and Temp Health for every interfused stone increases from 1 to 2. So that basically every time he interviews something stone, he gets super defensive. Or he can deal damage to creatures who go next to it, which almost never happens. Or he can try to force an enemy to move where he pleases, like move them around with his action. Or he can gain Elemental Infusion where fire does not burn out while interfused. Wood does a Splinter Salvo, and Liquid does Infernal Rain.
I don't know what Splinter Salvo and Infernal Rain are.
I do not know what they are.
So, like, they could be really good.
Like
but-
Splinter Blast I've seen with Wood, and it's like an AoE that like shreds armor down but doesn't do that much damage. But Splinter Salvo could be an upgraded one. I'm not really sure. What do people think that Osir should learn about in his timidity? I think he probably shouldn't learn Indignance. He's too timid for that. Yeah, I don't know what those elemental options are either.
I also
can
think
tell-
Compulsion's probably not as useful because we usually kill things pretty fast. And it's usually better to just kill the thing or do a lot of damage than to move it.
That makes sense.
But I don't know what the Elementalist options are, so I'm not sure if that or Earth Scribe is better.
Yeah.
Rico
says the
thinks
elemental gives
Elementalist for
interesting
flexibility, so let's
also,
go.
since he can create wood, out of nowhere, I
Yeah.
think, and that could give him more flex. So he's
Sounds
good
good.
at everything.
All right, yeah. Well,
that makes
Rico
sense. We'll do it.
speaks for Osier, so
That's
let's do
true.
it.
Also, it looks like health and potency are the two things that got an effective upgrade that actually pushed them over an ordinal. So, we found a tier 2 artifact that we can give to somebody.
What does broad swipes do?
Broad swipes.
Oh, mouse over it. It just said something when you did that. Deals 1 damage to all enemies adjacent to your hero.
So, every time it attacks, it'll also deal damage to adjacent people. So, obviously, Dwarvif could use it, but Dwarvif is about to be gone. So
then our other melee attacker.
Our range, like, Yonana is kind of ranged anyway. And I'm not, let's see, like, Kojo has a bunch of ranged stuff too. It could theoretically take this as a backup melee weapon.
To replace one of the crossbows. Or Lilyfolia. Well, because Lilyfolia has the tier 3 and then the ranged weapon.
Lilyfolia is actually better and also has reach because Lilyfolia is like big reach. And
yeah.
Lilyfolia's Great Spear has ridiculous reach.
So I'm thinking maybe we can give this as a backup melee weapon to one of our primarily ranged people.
I think that makes sense. We could give it to Kojo since Kojo's weapons are so similar to each other that Frost Strike is just literally a worse
Rowan Striker? Yeah.
Rowan Striker.
That sounds good to me. Plus Kojo's higher level than Yunana, so less likely to get pasted from being
That's right.
in the front. Oh, yeah, Kojo in chat is good with that.
Osir's daughter, Yonana, already has a melee. So there we go, Flare Axe, and it is a one-handed axe. So it's not we're not always going to be able to get ones that Kojo can use. He does have a backup melee of hitting with his stump.
True.
Actually, wait a minute. Given that he could hit with his stump,
how does this compare to the stump?
Well, it depends. If he gets more tree parts, I think it becomes more and more powerful.
Right. So this would be more about the broad swipes.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Plus, it has higher shred. I mean, we can give it to him. Well, we can try to get another warrior when Dwarfif retires at the end of the chapter. But not that we can give the axe now. We've really hit our stride. We're like a well-oiled machine.
I love the facial expressions.
Nah. Oh, what? Too soon?
That's the face of someone who knows he's a troll.
In the days after the last battle. Oh, wait. Maybe this was the final stronghold.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops. I guess we should have waited. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Don't worry. The scrap's not cursed. Build yourself something nice. Perhaps things will quiet down for a while. Giant light. I mean, that did seem pretty hard. Although, admittedly, we did beat it with just 3 people because they're so ridiculous. Oh, great. Now what?
What do you think it is?
I don't know, but if it's the end of the world, I'll come back and warn ya.
Morthagi gain extra armor. Sorry, Spectals gain extra armor.
Oh, maybe this wasn't the end of the chapter?
Oh, yeah, now it says investigate the light. Okay, cool. So we are allowed to continue.
Okay, we are. Well, he would have usually told us if it was not going to... Okay, so where was the light?
Brr. Maybe scroll down. We didn't go to the bottom corner of the map again. Let's see if it's there.
Oh, yes.
There it is,
It's totally in the Clear Otter Foundry.
Let's avoid it and instead explore the rest of the locations.
I think. I mean, it looks like there's a light.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like a light.
That looks like a light to me. Alright, so these 3...
Can move on to the shag...
Can move on to the shag area.
Plane, and then the...
Yeah, they're gonna go to the
Shagstone Plain, and then the Ardenland Windmill.
The Elan Wind Wilds has been revealed.
Or Ardenland Windmill, yeah.
Where's the windmill?
Ardenland Windmill is there.
Oh, these guys are at the windmill.
Yeah, well, that's what's next, right?
No, but that's the 4-person group is in the windmill.
Yeah, I know, but the other group isn't there yet, so this is the next thing we'll do.
Yes. Alright, Kojo is leading this group, and Dwarf. Kojo and Dwarf are leading this group for our main party. Wither King is our emeritus hero, and then Yonana, Osir's daughter, wanted to go, like, where her dad wasn't just constantly watching over her.
Yes.
And then after she left the nest for a second party, he got a cat. Alright, let's do it.
That checks out. Here we go. Sneak Thief.
Where's my lucky coin?
That's a small thing to misplace in a big world.
Couldn't have been the spoon or the socks, could it? Had to be the coin. That coin is responsible for more victories than you'd think. I forgot it on a hunt one time and I couldn't hit a thing. You know, friends help friends look for lucky coins.
Kojo, if I even knew where to start looking. Huh? No. Is that it?
What the? That coin is irreplaceable and some critter is chewing on it. Her. The choices are nice try, come here for 76% or I'm gonna need backup. Want to do the 76% of gonna get the coin now? Because if we go for backup, who knows where it's gonna be. All right. This could have a chance of Kojo being separated for the others, so let's see what happens. Because there could be monsters in here.
We'll see.
It's like the little, like, whatever this is, koala bird thing. Thought better of it, huh? Pocket. Some kind of, like, mantis thing. Well, at least the luck returned quickly. See, those are called Thrixel. Thrixel. And now we know where they're congregated. Congregate. You know what? Never mind.
Kojo?
Shh, over here. I've got the coin. We've got a leg up on the Thrixel now. We gained +2 damage for the first 3 turns against the Thrixel with everything because of the fact that Kojo was able to scout out their spot.
Speaking of Thrixel.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of Thrixel.
Fortunately, the Thrixel didn't get that many upgrades compared to the Morthagi.
Speaking of Thrixel, they're also right in our faces.
Well, I mean, we did go up to them, but I'd rather have them right next to us when we have the +3 damage so it doesn't wear off. All right, so let's see. We don't have okay, so if we bring Dwarf up here and then Dwarf stabs, ooh, another one was built. Okay, so Dwarf can stab here with 93% chance to kill.
Well, Dwarf.
Okay, let's see. So Yonana has a backup melee weapon that should be able to kill this one, and it'll knock it back. Oh man, that was a 90% chance.
Yep.
Alright, swap weapon.
We rolled a 1 or a 2.
Essentially, yes. Alright, let's see what happens if we move.
Move up.
Oh wait, that's gonna create
a protected.
What?
That creates a protection, right?
It creates a protection, but also, I think there's cover from this stump.
Yeah, but that would create a protection if you're up by 1.
Yes, it would. And maybe there's not as much cover from the stump. Plus, it may be flanking. Yeah, it's flanking. Alright, that got him.
Boom.
Wait, oh, his attack isn't damaging enough to kill it in 1 hit. Got it. Okay.
Alright, Wither.
So,
you got this for
Wither
us?
King can interfuse something. And then, how much health does that thing have left? Like, not a lot.
It looks like 3, but 1
Bone Lens should be able
to
should be able to do it then.
Yeah.
But why does Yonana have a 81% chance of taking damage from this? I don't understand.
Because it's a area blast.
Oh no.
Go up by 1, I think.
Oh, okay.
On the squares. Shouldn't you be? Oh, is it completely
a straight line? Is it just a complete line? I didn't even realize that, huh?
Okay.
Is that gonna hit Wither King too?
No, it's not quite long enough.
I didn't realize Bone Lance was a line. That's actually,
good to know
in
for
some
the
ways,
future.
better than I thought. Okay, that's fine. We can introduce something else. Brazier.
Now we can steal its fire.
Okay. There we go. They're pretty far, so they oh, there we go. Yeah, I figured they could interfuse, but they couldn't attack us, and I was correct. Alright, so Dwarfifa.
Dwarfifa is untouchable now.
Oh, right. Dwarfifa is untouchable for a bit due to the kill. And does Dwarfifa have more reach on one of these two weapons, or what? Oh, right. No. There's the shielded one and the damaging one.
Yeah.
Oh, but does not quite, I think, have enough reach to attack this guy.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's that one that interfuses is probably going to try to do their thing where they...
I mean, if nothing else, you could kill the scenery that's interfused.
Yeah, they're going to probably try to warp to the interfused scenery.
And if you kill the scenery, then they can't do that.
Well, let's see what we can do. Because we've got a lot of ranged characters in this team. And they're strong. So, if we move up here, we should be able to interfuse...
Yeah, well, I was thinking about what Dwarf could do, since Dwarf can't reach.
Wait, why can I not interfuse anything?
You're double interfused. Don't you have to
No,
withdraw
I
from
can
one
still
of them?
interfuse one of these objects. I think I just don't have line of sight.
Right. Oh, yeah, now I see.
Yep. Given that I can't interfuse any of these things, then I could withdraw from something. Like this.
Could you use Bone Lance to kill the thing they're interfused with?
Yeah. We can try. Take that. Ha, you lost your interfuse, buddy.
And that also destroyed that Bone Lance thing, which destroyed one of your interfuses, so it gave you your slot back.
That's true. Alright, so let's see what Kojo can do.
Kojo.
If this
Where
hits,
you gonna
it's
go?
gonna die.
Kojo.
Okay.
Kojo says interfuse, more like interlose.
Alright, so if we go in front with Elf... Oh, there's another really strong...
I see in chat, cuteness leads to deadly. I greatly approve.
Sentinel,
yes,
valiant bracing Sentinel. Hurrah, Sentinel! Remember this where we can just leap forward by 2? Oh, it's got a range... right, untouchable.
Untouchable got used, yep.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, Dwarfifa.
That worked out. This is exactly what we built Dwarfifa to do.
Yes.
All
you
right.
don't usually get to have enough enemies to get to use that full nonsense.
Okay. So what have we got here? We can constrict. And this is not, I think, long enough range.
Yeah, so let's do the fabric.
Use fabric to constrict. Take this. Or
dodge it. That works
Either
too.
one.
Alright.
Whichever one you like.
Moving on up.
Okay, what is...
Pew pew time.
What is quelling moss again? Oh, right. It
It's an
throws
area poison.
Right, and then she poisons her weapons, too. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. So... Can Dwarf get up there? Is once again cannot get up there. Once again cannot get up there.
Look, we didn't say that Dwarf was the fastest.
Dwarf used to be faster than Lily. We took a lot of effort to help with that. But we've got a flank and it's done. Is this the last one?
Boom.
No.
Nope.
It is not. Okay, well, there might be more that can get to us this turn, so we can use Dwarf's ridiculous Sentinel ability. Okay, the courage is over. We no longer have +3 damage. That's
yeah,
right.
But we used
We
it.
actually had +2 damage. Our damage is with some of these newbies was actually probably pretty low compared to these enemies if we didn't
That's
have
correct.
the extra damage. All right.
It was very helpful.
It was very, very good.
Hello.
Okay. What can we can't infuse anything relevant? It looks like.
Yeah. Not yet.
So
I mean, you could create a tree with arches.
I'm gonna create a tree here. Now there's a tree. Alright, let's see what Kojo can do.
Kojo approves of the creation of random trees.
That's right. Kojo can silk step. So I think...
Boop.
I think it's time for both of the hunters to silk step.
Sneaky.
And then Dwarf can go to the front of what seems to be the front based on everyone else silk stepping and do a
Yes.
valiant sentinel. Okay. So, Wither King has a tree in it. The enemy did this thing again.
Instead of moving up enough. So.
Okay. The problem is that we would just hit Kojo with Splinter
So you'll
Blast.
need to use a different attack on it.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Kojo can just go up here and shoot this monster
Yeah.
with a very, very high chance to hit.
Boom.
Armor ignored.
So can we just take it out?
We might be able to because Yanana might be able to take it out with a shot. So let's just see if we do. That
Boom.
may be the last one, too.
I think
was.
so, based on the space.
Yay! Alright, that almost leveled up Yanana. And we got a cloak of 5% dodge chance.
Which most people don't actually have clothes.
Very few people have a cloak, except for retiring Dwarf and Kojo. So who should have 5% dodge chance? Probably Lily, because she's in the front. I know Dwarf having dodge chance, obviously Dwarf retiring is good, because I think when someone misses Dwarf gets to
But we
do a
don't give
parry.
people an item if they already have one, and other
Yes.
people don't have one yet, usually.
That's correct. So I feel like Lily would be a good opportunity here. Rico sometimes gets in the front to bite people. Other people usually don't. Alright, Lily is gonna be maybe not as tanky as Dwarf because there's a reach build, but is our most tanky person who's gonna remain after this chapter.
So, you got the coin back?
Yep, that little rascal must have had a change of heart and dropped it.
It's kind of cute.
In an ugly way, maybe.
Come here, little critter. Come on, you want to be friends?
The options are that it wants to be friends with Dwarf or Kojo or leave. Maybe Kojo, since Dwarf is gonna retire. It's funny that Kojo thinks that it's like kind of ugly and it stole things, but Kojo was talking to it and trying to teach it some words and stuff. I think that the Kojo had
Kojo in
connection
chat
to
first said Dwarf, and then when you mentioned that Dwarf is about to retire, said Kojo.
Okay. Kojo made a friend.
Kojo made friends in 2. Yeah, more votes for that. Okay, here
This
we go.
got a little heart. It's got over to
it's
Kojo.
got a heart.
As long as you can take care of yourself. But if my coin goes missing again, I'm using you as monster bait. They both look the coin, so that makes sense, Rico. Now bards do more damage from Drixel. Also, I think we may have forgotten.
We can secure it on our way back, though, because we have to go
we
past
can
that
secure it
area.
on the way back. Secure Arden Windmill.
You has friend, Kojo. You do.
This is the pets chapter.
Absolutely. Shexham Plain is a sparsely peopled plainland, but a famous roadhouse does call lonesomes across the prairies to gather over mugs and potato plates in a greasy common room. Lilyfolia, Rico, and Osir make a stop at the end of their trek.
Osir's still out there. Doesn't get enough of the open sky, I guess.
He's thinking of something. He'll tell us what it is if it's important.
That's probably true.
Better if he eats something.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, Rico, the Flatlands have a kind of spell. Or maybe I shouldn't blame the Flatlands. It's just, sometimes I think about where I'd like to go if I were to give up the roving life.
Lilyfolia? Hey, Lilyfolia!
Just an unfortunate resemblance? Or...
All roasted? Lilyfolia, you're acting really normal. Lilyfolia?
Huh?
Wait, what? Well, look who's here! Shiny as a pickled corn. It's my own dear Lilyfolia, all grown up. Looking like a proper knight in that mail. How about that? Alright, so it seems like you know this fella. Does she know me?
Yeah, Rico, that's my dad.
Oh. I look too young, don't I, to be her father?
You definitely don't.
Want me to leave you two to talk? Let's get drinks over here!
I don't actually. Thanks. Sorry.
Lilyfolia's parents never weren't at war. Childhood had been peaceless and largely cold. Can't you look a little happier? You'll embarrass me.
Got no reason to try to appear affable to you or anyone else here.
Lilyfolia. Okay, I get it, but see, your mom and I
don't want to care about this, Dad.
You haven't heard me yet. We split. We're done. I'm out here on my own again.
Here's hoping you finally figured out how to leave each other alone. But I know you haven't.
So Kojo, Lily is a legacy character for a previous campaign. Yonana is Osir's daughter.
I'd rather sleep under the open sky myself. Tonight, I mean. Sorry.
Don't just run away. Wait, girl, I'll go. A tide of memories is always there, biting and raging on a certain shore of Lilifolia's mind. Memories that could rise to erode her safe places, topple any good things she's made. Whirling skirts of her mother, spit-flicking lips of her father. Memories of them leaving, convincing their daughter, if not each other, that this would be the final time. Worse though, the times they'd come home and make happiness seem possible. Drinks slide quiet over tables, spoons softly settle in bowls. The voices of other patrons have gone sharply silent. I'll go, I said. I know I don't deserve to show up in front of you. Only, listen to my mouth move 2 minutes, and I'll let you be. You and your friends here. Your lover, is it? Eyes are bright above the rims of raised cups.
We can say...
The choices are, no, let me leave first. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, sort of. Pretend I'm not even here tonight. Or, I guess, kind of. And then Rico saying, I'm sure there's a private room. So, Kojo says that we'll listen to him for 2 minutes and then he leaves instead of us leaving. What do the rest of you think? Or anybody else, and then we will decide what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rico says, I feel like Rico doesn't get an opinion.
Yeah, I
here.
mean, Rico doesn't. He just chooses to support whatever Lily's going with.
Rexa leans toward listen. Okay.
Alright, people are saying listen, so we're gonna listen. There was a call for drinks? Yeah, we'll need more of those too. The innkeep shows them upstairs. Presumably, I'll survive this. Inside, Lilifolia's father launches into a well-practiced tale of what drove him to the road again. So I finally had to tell her, you know, I can't keep saving you, no matter how much I might want to, how much I kept trying to.
Sounds like Mom didn't want your saving.
Right, but I mean, but that woman never knows what she wants. Anyway, he speaks of harsh weather he struggled through, of highwaymen, and worse. Eventually, as Lilifolia privately predicted, he unveils his request. My dream was always to build a cozy tap room off the road like this one, but humbler maybe. Or maybe investment is what he's asking for. Because yeah, it's like I always say, an open palm can hold more than a closed fist. You know what that means, Lilifolia? I taught you that much. Helping a person out, it helps you in the end. All I need now is, you know, a little help.
Sorry for this.
And you think you can keep a tavern going? I was who ran the store best. The girl can tell you.
How many times we have to close that store and start over? I honestly don't remember.
Well, in the interest of wrapping up our conversation and maybe coming to a decision, I think we need to talk alone. Your daughter and me. Do what? Oh. Would you mind? We're not lovers, by the way. I've got more sense than that. What a relief.
That'd be better for me.
Sure, the only thing is, don't be unfair now.
Don't. Again. Sorry. That's my dad.
Lilifolia's father paces the landing, hoping to hurry them with the scuff of his shoes, creak of the boards. This Rico character clearly is a master manipulator. Also, well, no, at least they're not lovers. Their discussion is exhausting and unrushed and full. And you shouldn't forgive him. I'm not saying you should. One of the long talks they sometimes have, punctuated with silences, with shrugged wishes that never find the breath to be uttered.
And the obnoxious thing is that I come to this with the understanding that he hasn't really thought about this at all. He's not even sure where he'd build it or who he'd work with.
I know. I'm sorry. But sounds like you've made up your mind?
Maybe I have.
So the choice is answers no. Reason you could say 1 out, or alright, build your roadhouse. I really would be happy to see it. -1 ingot, heartwood, fabric, and hide. What do people think?
Kojo says we help him out.
Garland says
we don't.
do not help him out. Kojo says if let him try. If he fails, we did our part. Garland says hell's no.
People have strong opinions about this one. Yeah.
Well, I think this one hits close to home because
it's more realistic than a lot of the ones that are like. And then if you were turned into a mecha creature,
I think a lot of people know a Lilifolia's father like in their actual life, and so are gonna have more opinions than like what should you do if like hypothetically someone like bound their soul so their cat could live for 1,000 years or something like that.
Kojo's changing the vote to 1 and someone else voted 1. So.
Alright, we're doing it. Answer's no. But what if I...
No. Our decision's made.
No, you'll regret this. I'm saying this for your own good. You'll regret it. You'll regret abandoning me here today, betraying your family. I'm pretty sure she'll be fine. Sorry. Don't you just... Children! Well, you were right, Mom. Happy? They never don't disappoint you in the end.
That man up there. Let him have the room a week. I'll pay. But kick him out if he's any trouble.
We going out there? Later. The crickets can't be quiet. Hey,
Right. It's not an obligation. I feel called to say. I really do owe you a lot. Thank you. I've got a friend here who's closer than my family.
You make it easy to be your friend, Lilifolia. You're easy to count on and easy to love. Your gratitude's nice, though, so I'll hold on to it, and you can save my life sometime.
They both get plus
0.5 maximum hit points.
Yes.
From this special event. Also, there was no bad things in this area. It was
so we can just...
Well, there was one bad thing in this area, and it was Lily's dad.
Yes. But unlike a Morthagi, he doesn't attack with physical attacks. He attacks with emotional...
mental attacks. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, I see. I can
secure
it even though I'm not there.
Yes.
That's it.
Let's do it.
Okay. We're doing this.
Yeah, it says to travel. Yeah, okay, I see. So you travel there and then secure it because we didn't secure it on the other way. And we can bring everybody back to where the light is.
This has been secured. A thorough delving, seeking answers, all the things that it always says every time. Heartwoods and fabrics. Whoa. Okay, we also got Earthshell knee pads, which gives 5% block chance. Maybe Lily should get that too because she's our tank. More block chances. Alright, we're doing this. Alright, so, how many people can Assault clear out of Foundry?
I don't know, but we can have them...
We can have at least 2 of them that are closest try to help secure the site. And Wither King gives double labor, so we can just have them come into it, and then have the other 2...
move out
Oh, but they're slow. But yeah, we can have the other, the slow pokes. We can gather the 2 slow pokes here.
Yeah.
Alright. Also, I would say we may want to consider not giving, if we can take almost everyone, we may want to not take Dwarf because Dwarf's not going to get to keep the XP.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Alright. Ooh, plus 0.7 speed.
Ooh.
Now, Lily has a dodge cloak.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that could help her get it to the front.
What about Rico?
Rico could have 6.4 because Lily, we buffed her speed and it's now 4.4. Lily could go sorry, Rico could go 6.
Mm-hmm.
It
'Cause
actually
Rico
would
likes
not
to
help
use-
Osir.
Rico likes to switch head.
Yonana would go 5, Wither King would go 6. So Rico could have just absurd movement speed. Or if we're worried that 4 is not enough movement speed for Lily, we could replace
Rico
the
said
dodge.
that Osir should never be allowed to be faster than Rico, even by 0.1.
Even by 0.1. Okay. But right now he is 0.6 slower.
Yes. So that says we can't give it to Osir.
Okay. So I think we should either give it to Rico or give it to Lily, replacing the Fern Shadow Cloak, because she only has 4 spaces on her movement speed. Everybody else has 5.
I would rather give it
Oh,
to...
actually, Yonana's also
I'd rather
4.
give it to Rico, because then we're not, like, wasting it.
That makes sense. Yonana is also a decent choice because of the fact that Yonana is younger, so she will not age out in... we know nobody's going to retire for Chapter 4, but there are 5 chapters, except Dwarf, who made an oath to a tree. But
yes.
Somebody may retire for Chapter 5. I think they won't, but they might. Rico says Rico is speed. Maybe we should just give it to Rico then, since
Yeah, let's
Rico's
go for
speed.
it. Roger says we say make Rico the Flash.
Okay,
All
Rico
right.
the Flash. He is very strong, so it's good to have him be a Flash. Okay, so they all finished their thing. So I think that means let's assault clear out our foundry with whoever the heck we want. And so...
So you said you didn't want to take Dwarf because of Dwarf's
Yes.
retirement.
So
we
the
can
game
take-
wants to take the fastest people.
But if we don't take Dwarf, we should take Lily. So that we have a tank.
Yes. We
Which
should
yes,
definitely
is-
take Lily. So who... and then Osir is one of the original people from this.
So do we take Osir instead of Wither King?
We could. And take all 3 of the hunters since Yonana is young, Rico is very strong, and Kojo is one of our originals.
Yeah.
And we already can't bring our original dwarf. What do you guys think? It's obviously an imbalanced party if we drop Wither King for Osir, but let's just take Osir for now. Should we drop someone for Wither King? If anyone has any opinions, let me know. And if you don't think that we should, then we can go with this group.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Alright.
I don't really have an opinion one way or another.
Alright, Kojo likes this team.
Alright, let's make
So
it happen.
Dwarf is not going to come with this group because
Kojo
of
and
the
Rex
fact
both
that...
like it. So.
Alright, yeah. Here we go. Dwarf is staying, maybe heading to the tree that that they made an oath to. Okay, they've arrived here, that's fine, but I didn't tell them they... Oh, right, I think it was somebody else who arrived there. Dwarf, I think. Dwarf is going to be at the foundry. Alright, this is it.
The light had begun melting back into the earth as they trudged through Snake Woods. I'm not sure whether to be relieved or worried.
Wait a minute. Isn't this around where Arth's forge is? What's the old badger gotten up to now? Arth?
You hear?
Hello? Are you okay? Arth? Arth?
What do you think?
You're asking me? No sign of him inside. Unless he's working on the roof?
Kojo, yeah, Arthur's the one who went and joined the mech people, and I think the party's about to see
We're
how
about
that
to find
worked out.
Yes, Arth is the blacksmith who gave us that amazing axe and who's joined the mech people. There's actually only 3 foe cards. That's surprisingly little for this. Also, I want to see...
Oh, it says on the top, more and more thought. Kill our enemies, more and more thuggy are coming.
By the way, look, this little guy is on the character
Wait,
card.
does that mean that Osir's character card has the
Yes,
has
it
the
probably
kitty?
does something too. If we look, it's not in gear. Where would it be?
Relationships?
Companion, dwarf of a comrade, confident, crony of Lilyfolia. What does crony mean?
Guess that's the one person, the 1 out of 5 liking. Excuse me.
Where would it be?
Maybe it's just a visual thing.
Is it an ability? Critter.
Oh,
Critter, cute little anchor biter, isn't it? Plus 12% accuracy because the critter comes and like helps.
hey, nice.
helps
I
hit.
wanna see the picture of Osir with the kitty.
There's the kitty.
Yes.
Pet cat, black cat. Shy
Shy
swipes.
swipes.
The first enemy to enter adjacency each turn will take 2 shred or 1 damage. Interesting. So the cat Shy will attack things that come next to Osir. That actually could have played well with the if we'd known it with the like true damage that ignores defense whenever anything gets adjacent. But
That's
Osir
true.
is timid and doesn't want to get adjacent. Also, Osir's relationships: child, Yonana, confidant, comrade. Let's see what the heck is Rico's relationship with Lily? It's confidant.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a comrade of Osir. Got your back, Osir. And I feel like Yonana is the rival of somebody, right?
Yes.
Is the rival of
Irritant.
Irritant for Dwarfifug. It's a 35% chance to stunt when Dwarfifug stunts.
Until she successfully stunts herself.
Yes. There always thinks of Dwarfifug as a rival.
Oh, look, their descriptions. Lily Foley, the bookish peacemaker.
Yep.
There was one that was like a something greed wagon.
Yes.
Yes.
Kojo is the hot-headed greed wagon, remember?
Yeah. I forgot.
You forgot that he was the hot-headed
The
greed wagon?
hot-headed greed wagon.
Yes, that's what he is. Alright,
Oh my gosh.
okay, so...
Kojo in chat is making a crying face.
Hey, there's a red square over there. That may be where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who can get to where in terms of opening things up and figuring out where we're going to get attacked? Because that seems relevant.
Doesn't it?
Alright, well, you know who can get to somewhere?
Rico?
Alright, I think we should, even though I usually don't open the door, I think we should here because,
There's more that are gonna keep coming.
yes. Now the question is, can we even get this with somebody else? Let me see. Does this have any line of sight to that creature?
Probably not,
and
but-
or enough movement to... Okay, wait, that's the melee weapon again.
What about Silk Step? Can that let
Wait,
you
that's
jump
not
farther?
the melee weapon. Is it? Does she should have a ranged weapon. Oh, she does. It's just not enough. Silk Step will end her turn.
Oh, right.
I don't think anybody's going to be able to get there flat out, but maybe Kojo can attack from here.
Yeah, we can see where we can interfuse
No, crossbow does not have enough range.
with
What about
Osir?
Osir's not going to be able to interfuse anything that's within range for sure. Okay, then in that case, maybe Rico should use heroism right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Because then we can take this one down.
Oh, it was actually a stunt, so... Oh, I see. A stunt was not enough.
Yes.
All right, there we go. Victory against that one anyway. So Lily, is that no? That's a cabinet. That's
yeah.
not a door.
There's a door up there.
Yeah, that leads to about the same area.
So it might as well go down. Rather than
Well, it's
spending the
blocked
action.
off. I think getting to the door actually.
Yeah, that's probably
Will take
faster.
her
So
less
go to
time.
there and
Wait.
then.
So if I use Zealous Leap,
Can you do it in one move if you do
can I
Zealous
do it
Leap?
in one move? Let's see. Because then she could open it.
Yes. I
This
think
turn.
not quite. Oh no, she can. She can open it on the
I
diagonal.
thought so.
Cool.
Alright, so we might as well Silk Step with hunters who are not going to attack.
Yes.
We are like basically squad hunter.
Into
And-
the gray plane and then advance up.
Yes,
With a double
because
move?
nothing we can interfuse will matter unless they bust down one of these doors. I think we might as well... Alright, they're definitely down there and more foes are coming. And Kojo's saying the game is much deeper than expected, and Garland says both on the tactical and character development fronts. Yeah, it definitely is. And they care about, like, your personality. Like, that... If you're wondering, like, just we named Osir the Timid, how he being so timid, he is listed as, like, a poetical leader. And so I think he wound up being somewhat timid from that, whereas Rico was the hot-headed snark, which is why
Yes.
he has that very snarky Rico personality that we all know and expect from him. Alright, let's see. So Lily's not going to be able to get to it. What about our Gray Planed people? So Rico
Can obviously shoot.
he can obviously shoot once. Like, that's very clear.
Mhm.
And this thing, I think I remember is this the butler that, like, absorbed the fire and then did some weird
Yeah,
thing?
it did some like big AoE thing.
Alright, let's see what we can do
Pew
here.
pew time.
This was one of the strongest one. Okay. So let's see what we can get. So Kojo I don't think is going to be able to get within reach. of this guy.
No, but going outside is still worth it because everything's outside.
And he's Great Plain, so it's not like anything can attack him.
Mm-hmm. Same with the Yanana.
So
it looks like you're gonna have some trouble on the interfusion front.
Osir can see this thing.
But
it's a little too
reach.
far away. Wait, what's Splinter? Oh, right, we got Splinter Salvo.
Oh,
whoa,
right.
it's really, really
Whoa,
good.
9 to 13 damage. Explode.
Oh, you need to have 2 interfused wood to do it. But it does an obscene amount of damage.
That's really cool, though.
Especially since I think he can create...
Yes.
Or I guess plants don't count as wood, maybe. That's really interesting. I guess we could start trying to set it up by having the barrels. Because this is also wood, so theoretically it would...
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, no, but he can't. I see. Okay. Well...
Well, he can move closer, so he will be able to interfere.
And then Yonana can move to here. Yes, we do. The other one can create a tree. And, Rico's out of action.
Yeah, Wither's not with us this time, though, so we can't.
Lily can hop in front and do Guardian. I think this guy may or may not actually do a ranged attack, though. And, let's see. Where can I move? Here would be able to get the other wood thing if we technically wanted to. All right, let's see what happens. Ah, snap! Yes, good work.
Oh, we maybe don't need to because Lily just smashes.
Yeah, but 2 enemies are being added each turn, and we're only killing 1 enemy each turn.
So, but I mean, in terms of that particular setup here, because it looks like we're gonna have to probably go around.
Can find. Actually, should.
Oh,
wait, there's one down there. We can see them.
Hi, friend.
Okay.
Can we kill it with Rico?
I don't think so. Oh wait, he actually can attack from here. It is totally around the corner, but
he's probably gonna have some
Rico has extremely high range, and if it hits, he kills it because he's
Rico.
Okay, nice. All right, that was good. Let's see what our other hunters will do. Let's go around this direction since everybody else was doing that. She's still Great Plain, so it should be safe to scout.
Yeah, Kojo say you could set up a complex plan, or Lily could just wipe it out. That's
true.
How it would be.
I don't see any down here. Maybe there's one up there.
Wait.
What?
There.
Oh, yeah, there's a Spectrix. I just totally missed it.
Can Lily go take care of it now with her reach
weapon? She has
weapon?
Incredibly long reach. She could attack from here with her reach weapon or here with her stronger weapon. She might as well use her stronger weapon since she has enough move.
Yeah.
Her reach is so high, she basically has reach with the not reach, and she basically can attack from 3 spaces away with her reach weapon.
What's with the, like...
With what?
Enemy symbols that are... I guess...
That's where they're spawning.
Oh, I see. That's the spawn.
So they're making 2 per turn, and this turn, we actually kept parity with them.
And then I guess that other spot up front...
Let's see where Kojo can go up here, because there was a spot up there. I know it's spreading us out, but I think it should tell us more about what they're doing. Yeah. Okay, and Kojo's still Great Plain, which is why I felt safe doing that. Okay.
So I guess Osir could go ahead and interfuse the other wood thing and then be ready to do some...
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be anywhere near us, though, so it may be better...
Unless they reuse that same spawn point.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true, but it only does it, like, in between these 2. I don't think they're ever going to get to that, unfortunately.
Right, okay.
The question is, will this Watchman notice me and attack? Because if it does, we can grab Tree. Oh, Tree also does count. Tree does count.
Yeah, let's do it then.
Okay.
And it does show Splinter Salvo.
We can do a Splinter Salvo that's now in between these 2, which are even farther from each other, so there's a lot of options. Yes. It's huge, and it's powerful.
Nice.
Okay. That is very good. Seems legitimate. We should probably get Osir the ability to introduce a 3rd thing if we're going to try to do this, because it uses all of his slots. Alright, and...
We can move him out a little more,
He can move to be, like, next to Lily, so he's a little safer with a rampart. Okay. This thing's going that way, so I guess it didn't see anybody. Does Yonana see anything down here? Like...
Hoppity hop hop.
It's not necessarily safe for her to actually engage anything. Okay, so there is a Watchman, and the other Watchman went around that direction.
Yes.
So I feel like they're not going to attack us. Oh, it looks like those squares went away, so we got their full group.
Okay, so...
So they're not going to attack us up here, so while we do have a delightful...
double interfuse, we may need to withdraw and start moving around.
This one, at least.
And then start moving around to the south.
And start moving around to the south. I think that's
correct.
Let's
do that. So click there, probably.
Yeah. That's still pretty far from the enemy Watchman.
And then we can move Lily down, too.
Yeah, she's gonna probably... We're far enough out from the actual fight that it won't be dangerous to use Zosli. We'll stop it back.
Yeah, and then we can move Kojo.
Yeah, Kojo was way up, so he's gonna have to go all the way
But
back.
Kojo has pretty good moves, so we can double move Kojo down.
He's pretty fast. He can get down to just before Rico. And
but then Rico can move.
Rico, who's actually not great planed yet, and he wouldn't... Can he shoot from here? Because I know he has ridiculous range, but it's not
quite
that
yet.
ridiculous.
But he can great plane
He might
now,
as well great plane since he wasn't.
And then that'll move him up farther, too. And then
Yonana can get a little closer while scouting out. Wait, what's going on? Oh my gosh.
There's more of them?
There's more that came into the house, and they've been searching for us in there. Yes. That is what happened. That's why we missed the ones that were in the top. They all went into the house from another direction.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hoppity time.
So, let's see. Lily can go here.
And then one more.
That should allow Kojo to move his full speed, because I noticed that Lily's spot was exactly where he was otherwise going to end his turn.
So then he can go farther.
So, hold on. Should be able to withdraw as a Swift.
Yes.
I was trying to use Swift each turn to withdraw.
And then advance.
And then advance here. And then can we interfuse something actually useful? No. No, we can't.
No, we can't. So double move them.
Yeah, I don't want to get him too in danger, but yes. So Lily
has another move, so you can move Lily and then move him behind Lily for the castle.
That was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Move for the castle. Now, Rico is actually going to be able to do something this turn.
Yes.
Question is whether we should do that or whether we should...
Great Plane?
I mean, he's already Great Plane, but whether we should just stay Great Plane with Rico and advance.
I think maybe we stay Great Plane for one more turn, because there's a lot of them and your other characters can't attack yet, whereas next turn we can launch a full
Although,
assault.
on the other hand, he can attack from here, and if they could get there, they could have attacked Lily anyway.
That's fair, and Lily has her ridiculous counterattacks thing that she does when someone comes up. So can he kill someone?
Lily does not have that ridiculous counterattack thing on the grounds that she had to double move. Oh, I blocked it. Too bad. So sad. Okay. Obviously, we should not reveal Yonana's. So they'll probably advance. So let's just do this. Let's see what they do. Okay, here they come. He was warded. He dodged it. Rico, being a boss.
Good job, Rico.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So there's a lot of them. Can we interfuse something AoE? So yes, we can interfuse Splinter Blast, not Splinter Salvo, because well, we don't have two things.
But you can go ahead and
actually wait. Maybe we can do Splinter Salvo
because we can interfuse
twice. But we need to find things. Wait,
those
is that
two
a
both
tree?
are they both?
Yeah, but they need to be in between. So let's interfuse this dead tree. Let's see if this works. And then interfuse this wheelbarrow. And it's a wide enough area that Splinter Salvo should... Yes.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Wait, that will hit Yonana if we do it.
Yeah, so do it back one more.
So we have to do it back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It still hits 3 of them.
Boom! Die! Wow. Wow.
And one of them dodged. Sure, but you killed 2 of them.
I don't think that one dodged. I think it was just not in the area because we were trying not to hit Yonana.
Yeah.
I guess we could have moved Yonana out first if we really wanted to.
That's fine. We'll be fine.
Anyway.
You can have Yonana actually get an attack.
She can kill it. Oh man, this one has dodged twice now.
That one doesn't want to die.
It does not. It wants to live.
Can Rico hit the one in the doorway? In the door frame?
Rico can do a lot of things.
That's tougher.
Hold on. Let's bring Rico up here.
Oh, right, but Rico can bite and then shoot.
He can bite and then shoot.
Yes.
Oh, there's actually multiple up there that Rico has now discovered. Oh, his bite actually did not kill it.
Can someone else finish that one?
Yes.
Lily?
There was an issue with Kojo having a 100% hit chance but not being able to finish it.
Right. So now Rico can shoot the one in the...
Okay, so Rico can shoot that one, but not the one all the way in the back. It won't quite kill it, unfortunately. Oh, it was a stunt. I think it killed it and
then pierced through the next one. There you go. All right, now Lily can go up and be the defensive person.
Yep.
She can actually attack, can't she?
No. Oh wait, yes, she might be able to.
With her reach weapon, I think.
If we swap to a reach weapon, it has obscene reach.
That one square.
And this thing wound up lighting a fire while it was searching and then getting damaged by its own fire. Wow. Wow. That was good. And Yonana leveled up.
For Rico and Yonana.
Oh, and Rico. Okay, so we gained a Graven Plate, which is the same kind that Dwarvifa has. I don't think it's worth...
What about Lily Folia's Nightmail?
For Lily. Lily's Nightmail, I think, is better because it has 2 more armor, 1 less Warden, and yes, it doesn't have Valiant Bracing, but Lily doesn't brace as often.
Yeah. I think we're going to get it. Yep.
Alright. Yonana is now a Bloodhorn Hunter. She can upgrade her poison, so it passively poisons for 2 now, and actively poisons for 2, or she can give adjacent allies +1 bonus in spell damage, but she has to be there. Or she can become a Bard who reduces the cost of recruiting and gives +5 5% chance of criticals to all in the party. Or gain Ambush, an active attack where she draws back using a ranged attack on the first enemy who enters the threatened tiles, dealing an extra +2 damage. If the shot is not sprung, she gets a free attack at the beginning of her next turn.
I like that one.
So it's like an AOO with her bow, where she ambushes the enemies. That one's pretty cool. I personally like the Quelling Moss and the Ambush better than the other 2, because I feel like 5% crit chance is good, but it's like...
And people aren't necessarily going to be
everyone in the party. If you have 6, then that is pretty good.
Kojo says to pick the one I like.
Alright, yeah, everyone likes the one that you like. Let's give it a shot.
Well, if we actually used Quelling Moss, that'd be one thing, but I haven't seen us use Quelling Moss.
Okay, so Rico has some really good choices here. So, first of all, he can upgrade Sharpshooter to have even more range on his bow.
You could upgrade Heroism to get even more action points when he
when he uses Heroism, he would gain 2 extra actions during his heroic turn, allowing him to bite, shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, that's obscene too. Wisdom makes his age, which is going to be going up soon, make his campaign jobs like scouting and other things get added. And Through Shot is incredibly strong, and he's had it in the past, because this is like another incarnation of Rico, where every time he attacks, it also hits the next target behind for 1 less damage.
Okay, so I like everything but Wisdom here.
Yeah. I think they're all very good. Like, Heroism is only once per battle, but it's very strong.
Rexus says Wisdom does not seem
very Rico-like. The weakness of Heroism is that you need to have a turn where Rico needed to attack the 4 times for it to be worth it. If you see what I mean, or like he needed... Sometimes you'll need 1 more action, but not 2. It is very good, but I'm comparing to Through Shot, where Through Shot, I guess anytime there's 2 enemies in a line, he can get 2 attacks.
So you might...
And Rico puts out Sharpshooters. Yeah, I mean, in this battle, he was off by 1 square.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are going to up the damage output. It's just depending on, like, which of these situations do you think?
Yeah, they're all really good. And Rexa says that Through Shot seems more reliably valuable.
I've seen people talking about all of them being good.
Yeah, and Kojo says Heroism is really Rico-ish. And Rico is biased towards passives. The thing about Through Shot as an active is that it's an at-will that replaces your normal attack. Also, if Rico goes up to bite something, the thing about that is he'll always be in a line with the second creature, if you think about that, since he's adjacent to if there is a second creature, he's adjacent to the first creature. And if it weren't for
it's behind,
I would say this. If it weren't for the fact he gets a free bite, I would take Sharpshooter, because he's so fast he can be good at kiting, but since he likes his free bite, he sometimes goes into melee. It's still really, really good. Rico says Rico's always OP. He is. They're all great. We couldn't go wrong with any of these. These would all... If we had Yonana's choices, which are 100 choices, except for one of these 3 that aren't Wisdom, we would have taken the one of these 3, whichever one it was.
Yeah, so to be fair, Rico is like a much higher ranked hunter, so like,
he is, and he's got more things to upgrade. The Heroism, maybe once per battle, but it's a very strong effect, and the upgrade is very strong. I personally am slightly leaning towards Through Shot, but I think that
I can tell by the arguments you've been making, yeah.
They're all good.
But Rico says Through Shot.
Rico says what's hilarious is 2 of them are things Rico already has. Well, yeah, when you already have them, you're guaranteed to be offered an upgrade to one of the things that you have.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright,
yeah,
let's do it.
they're really good. Let's take Through Shot, just because he doesn't have a special active thing for his thing. Alright. They patrolled the surrounding forest for 4 more days. There were no more Thoggy sightings, but no sign of Arth either. Maybe it's time to go home. Unless you want to while away your years of peace in Arth's backyard. Doesn't it bother you, though? All this nonsense, and now here we are, entertaining the woodpeckers with nothing to show for it. Not nothing. I resent all my accomplishments to date being called nothing, you know. Come on, Weavertown isn't so far. What should we do when we get there? Collapse, probably. After that, who knows? I'm sure we'll come up with something. Calamities.
Spectic 2. The old card is replaced with a new, stronger card of the same type.
Uh-oh. It's just and 10 years of peace follow. That should also weaken them somewhat, although they now have gotten a Spectric 2.0. It's been like 1,000 years and they only had Spectric 1.0. How did they come up with 2.0 in just 50 years of fighting us? Maybe Arth blacksmithing helped them or something. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, we gained an absolutely great amount of things, especially ingots.
Yes, 21 ingots.
We are just absurd on ingots.
Koda's not sure what the old card is replaced with.
That just means that they have a deck that they draw random monsters from, and now they've got a much more powerful version of that Scorpion guy that they can draw instead of the original. Alright, what happens during the 10 years of peace? So first of all of them get unupgraded, which helps us a lot on the ones that barely have been upgraded, but the Morthagi are still, like, ridiculous.
Yes.
During the years of peace.
After meeting her father, Lilyfolia developed this strange wish to show her friend the house where she'd grown up miserable. It sagged there on a sad piece of land. Empty. Let's go in. The first harvest from the fields around Ardland Windmill was a little off. Whoever ate the grain had the same dream, a dream of tunnels and the buzzing of ghosts. The muscles in Kojo's back again began to knot more tightly in the mornings, and it took longer to unwind them. He was far too proud to mention it to anyone, though. Osir went back to the place he grew up, and was tempted by old acquaintances to remain there. But in the end, the past proved an unwise place to linger. In the long and taskless days, Lilyfolia learned smithcraft. Didn't come easy to her, but it gave her a private way to hammer out her history. Triumphs, terrors, and regrets.
Heavy.
Fragments of herself she beat into the metal. Those who came to watch, and later to wield her work, felt safe thumbing the charms graven in her hafts and hilts. Kojo tried to take Yonana shopping at the local outfitters.
Plus, they give Linda's Leshies a great discount.
But I like the clothes I have.
How many days straight have you worn that thing?
Hey, I wash it! Dwarvifa finally scraped the sadness off the inside of her heart and poured it into songs. She sang them sometimes to bees and mossy logs. Dwarfifa has retired. She is no longer in your party, but she'll go into your legacy and may play a part in future stories. Rico's daughter has reached adventuring age. Morda has joined Linda's Leshies as a warrior.
I didn't even know Rico had a daughter.
Yeah.
But she kind of looks like a little bit like...
Rico before the...
Yeah, I mean, you can take a look at her face there.
Yeah.
She seems like she's raising her eyebrow at this. And we needed a warrior, so... Oh, she seems happier in that one because she leveled up. Our options are...
Let's see. Thundering Challenge. Once per combat as a swift action, Morta frightens the enemy, forcing them to spend their next turn running away.
Yep.
Stalwart. As a swift action, she can enable or disable Stalwart to grant +3 armor and warding, but reduce her speed by half. Or Active Engage. As a swift action, she engages a foe, forcing it to attack her. She must stay in range and maintain a clear line of sight. +1 armor per engaged foe.
Yep. I remember these before, and they're tricky because with Stalwart, you really barely move. We had that on someone in our first game.
I think we had to like use that together with Zealous.
We had to like,
have, like
yes, we
speed.
used Zealous Leap to get an actual movement, and we had to turn it off sometimes. But it was a lot, especially for warding, because armor gets shredded, but warding never does. So it makes you really, really magic defendy. Engage we also had, and that one's can be tough to use due to the fact that they have to remain within line of sight. But I mean, it's nice when they attack your tank. And then Thundering Challenge is obviously the strongest, other than the ones per combat.
Yeah.
Because you can basically make them spend their entire turn running away, so they just skip their turn. And that's pretty strong. And it's a swift action.
Kojo said if we haven't had that one yet, let's give it a try.
Yes. I mean, it's sad to have her only ability be a once per combat, but it's strong.
We can get other abilities later, too.
A newbie character...
Newbie's not gonna use Engage, really.
Yes, Rico says someone in Rico's family would have Thundering Challenge.
There we go. Thundering Challenge it is. Alright. In the years leading up to her retirement, Dwarfifa grew happier. Day by day, the weight of the world seemed to lessen, and she recited poems, passing her knowledge on to those who were called to listen. Who benefited most from Dwarfifa's wisdom? Was it Wither King, Morda, Yanana, or all who read her tales?
Everybody who read her tales for legacy points.
Yeah, Rico didn't say anything about his daughter.
Rico said no one asked. And Rexa also agrees Thundering Challenge because you don't often need it, but it's really good when you do. I agree. Like, if we see that big butler guy right next to us, we can just be like, leave. You leave.
So Kojo thinks that we should take the legacy points for all who read her tale.
That could be a good option. It could be Yonana, her rival, who ironically learned the most from her. That could be funny. Morda is also a warrior who is taking Dwarf's place in the party of being our second warrior. So could also be a good option. I think Wither King is the worst option. Yeah. In my opinion. Sorry, Wither King.
I think 2, 3, and 4 are all...
I know Wither King was one of our original people from the first campaign, but
all makes sense here.
I can see any of them making sense.
So a vote for 2, a vote for 4, a second vote for 2, a vote for 3.
And I think the 4 switched to a 2.
Oh, the 4 switched to a 2. Okay, I see.
Yep.
So we have 2 votes for Morda and 1 vote for Yonana.
Okay. Anybody else? I guess that's already a pretty good amount of vote, but
oh,
Garland also says 2. We'll do Morda.
Morda has learned.
I mean, it makes sense. That's part of how Morda became a... Whoa!
Oh, that's a lot of XP.
Dwarf gave a ton of XP
Morda is now a Bloodhorn warrior.
So Thundering Challenge can now upgrade to an AoE of making things run away, which admittedly, that's an even more specific circumstance, like in the last battle where you just get ambushed by a ton of things. There's some other options which are Engage, which we saw before, is they have to attack you, but you get more armor against physical. And the non-class specific Bard, everybody in the party gets 5% crit chance.
And the non-class specific Wisdom.
And Wisdom, which she's young and is not good. So... the thing is, I'm not sure how like, if the upgrade for Thundering Challenge made it more often or something like that, or they ran away for more rounds, that'd be one thing. But
I'm almost tempted to hit reroll on this one.
But it costs 2 legacy points.
Yeah.
That's so expensive. People are saying just to upgrade the Thundering Challenge. Scare all the things. Alright,
yeah,
you know what? It's still weird. It's very rare that this will come up. But we'll be so happy that it did because all the enemies are going to take a hike. Okay, so now we've got some very good options. Some of these are much better in my opinion. So
Endurance, just flat out plus 2 armor and 1 warding at all times.
That's can be good. Paladin, if you end moving, you automatically enter Guardian.
Nice.
Also very, very good because that way you can actually move your full distance and get the attack of opportunity.
I don't like Blood Rage as much because we try not to let our characters get hurt.
Yes, I don't like Blood Rage as much.
But Endurance and Paladin are both really solid.
Yes. I think Endurance and Paladin are great. Just, like, obviously right now she does not have good armor at all for Warrior. We can fix that without Endurance if we want. We can give her good armor that maybe Dwarfifa, we say, pass down. We got like 1,000,000 ingots. I think Paladin, yeah, Rexa also says Paladin better by a hair. I think I agree just from action economy standpoint. There's so many times Lily or someone had to move and did not get their guardian up. Yeah. But Kojo says, Rico, it's your daughter. You should get a say. So Kojo, Guardian is that AOO thing where the enemy, when the enemy comes into your range, you get a free hit. So Paladin would say that if you just completely move, you will always get that. Yeah, it is good. Especially if we later get the thing that Dwarf had where you can hop 2 spaces when you use
Rico says that free hitting is very Rico family.
It's a very Rico family.
Alright, Paladin it is.
There we go. It is a Rico family trait. Transformations. Oh, it's the leg.
It's the leg.
We finally got the leg again instead of the arm. I'm going to assume that you go hell yes for this, right, Rico? Wait, you say no? Wait, no. The arm is the thing that we didn't want. The leg gives us minus 0.3 armor, but plus 0.5 speed.
Rico says speed.
Yes, I think this is what we wanted. We've always said no to the arm.
No, we just said no to the arms because we didn't want you to not be able to use bows, but...
Oh ho! Another leg for
Kojo's
for Kojo. He'll be slower, but he'll have incredible armor, and it'll make his his tree arm more powerful. What do you think, Kojo? Should
Kojo,
we
do you
it?
want a second tree leg?
And we can try to get your speed up in other ways. And
Yes.
I think minus 0.4 might not even make you lose a full speed for that. All right, we're doing it. Okay. So, more tree. All right, and you've got your little critter too. All right, so I think that Morta is the one who needs
stuff,
upgrades the most.
Because Morta starts with
But it is
stuff.
true that Wither King doesn't have anything either.
Wait a minute, Morta starts with a 2-star weapon.
What?
It looks like Morta starts with a 2-star weapon.
Oh wow, yeah, Morta actually.
Which
did.
means Morta has better
Morta
gear
has
than
the
Osir.
Olden Mace of Grizzleheim, which is a 2-star weapon with no specials on it, but it's still 2-star. But Morta's armor is bad, and we may want
let's
we may
fix
wanna
that.
help
We
her
want armor on our actual defender.
So what's the deal with this? Why is it bad? Oh, because it has incredibly high potency, so it gives Morta. Morta must have been listening
start
to
this
Rico
crit, Kojo.
about like making her special abilities do more, but she doesn't. I don't think she
have
has
damaging special abilities.
damaging special abilities. So let's see what we can get. Maybe she listened to Rico because he said he said no daughter of mine will take an armor that gives a movement speed penalty. But let's see what we can get.
Can she get the second rank ones?
Let's see.
Yeah. She can.
She can get some of the second rank ones. So the options here are the Wilder Guard is all about like armor instead of magic defense, and it has crit chance. It's like a offensive one. The Scoth is actually increases movement speed and gives you dodge when you
Are not walling.
and it's very dodgy. The Scale armor is just the best for armor. It doesn't, or it's like a very, very basic thing. It doesn't slow you down, but it gives 3 armor, 1 magic armor, accuracy, and even some bonus damage. Then the Clate
Does slow you
is
down.
the one that slows you down, but when guarding, you gain armor and warding until the start of your next turn. And, of course, she, with Paladin, will always be guarding unless she attacked. So, it's usually going to be 5 armor and 2 warding unless she attacked on that turn. And then the super slow, all physical, is 6 armor and minus 0.5 speed.
Mm-hmm.
So, this one obviously is worse unless you're guarding, but she's often going to be guarding. And I think Clate makes sense that is literally the armor that Dwarfifa had. So it could be like...
Yeah, Rexa said to go Clate and so did Rico, so let's go for it.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. We're getting Clate. It's her Graven Clate.
Boo.
There she is. She looks cooler in the Graven Clate. Alright, so she's actually got a weapon that's fine. Osir, like, legitimately does not, but also, how much does having, like, a better spell staff actually
Does it
help?
give more potency?
Oh, well, if we upgrade the one that we currently have, then it keeps the stone effect, I guess.
Oh,
but-
yeah. And if it gives more spell damage, that means all the spells do more when you cast them?
Yes. If we change it to Myth Shaker, it would upgrade spell damage by 2, which would make all of our spells do 2 more damage. And we do, in fact, have enough to do that. Would take all of the Heartwoods. Some other examples of people we could help out are, let's see. So,
Kojo also has a rank 1 crossbow.
Kojo's rank 1 leaf crossbow could become, that would use also almost all our crossbows. Would gain 2 extra damage and 1 range if it became the Kingseeker crossbow. That's an example of something we can do. Rico's rank 2 Fox Arc would be less expensive but still use most of our Heartwoods to become the Falcon Ash Bow. It would cost very little other than using almost all of our Heartwoods. Pretty much everything costs almost all of our Heartwoods. That's just how the situation is.
Well, armors aren't going to, so.
Yes, armors won't, but a lot of people are trying to stay in the back.
Yeah.
Like, let's see here. This is the Tabby Flak that Nana has is a -1 speed. It's actually like one of the heaviest armors for a,
It might be worth switching to another one for... Of the cheap ones, then.
Oh, Rex wonders how much the staff rank 2 is. The staff rank 2 is still, like, 5 of our Heartwoods. We get
Yeah, it does one of the spell increases and then does, yeah. So we could possibly increase 2 things to rank 2. Instead of 1 thing to rank 3.
I think it's usually better to increase 1 thing to rank 3 because we can find rank 2 things during the battle.
That's fair.
So that's my usual thought on that, but I'm also open to other things. Also, Osir's kind of old, and he may... I don't know if it says he's going to be retiring. I guess we'll see that after the chapter
So maybe
starts.
we should upgrade Kojo's weapon then.
Kojo's also kind of old, but I think his being a tree gives him a high retirement. Actually, we may be able to see his retirement age in his stats.
71.
Oh, and what is his current age?
57.
So, if we take 4 years to do this chapter, then he might retire. Whereas,
what about Osir?
It kind of was teasing the fact that he was close to retiring. He almost considered it last time, right? Let's see what his situation is. 75.
And it's also 57, yeah.
So actually,
they're both going to retire around the same time.
He's probably not going to retire.
But yeah, he's less likely to retire than the others.
Yeah, Osir must have gotten a plus retirement at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I think that metal weapons don't cost as much, Heartwood, Kojo, but that wooden weapons do cost a ton of Heartwood. And so that can be its own concern. But it does look like Osir is going to stick with that because it's not going to take 8 years to do chapter 4.
So then maybe we should upgrade Osir's weapon?
I mean, that could make sense.
Plus 2 spell damage?
I think that could be a good use of our Heartwoods. And we'll still be high on everything else except spell threat.
And then we can see what the other ones are.
Alright, yeah, Rex is also in favor of it, so let's do it. The Root Limb of Imbuement, a mythic staff imbued with the deep booming spirit of stone.
Nice.
Right.
Now we look at what we can upgrade now. So, why does Lily... Oh, I guess Lily's 3 could change into a different 3.
Yes. Also, it looks like the issue we have here is Heartwoods and spell threads.
Yes, as expected.
On her Petroglass Sea Spear. I mean, that's probably what was going to be the issue on pretty much everything at this point. Wither King's one-handed torch. Let's see.
Armor?
Yonana could get armor. Like, if we keep her with the super slow, super high armor one, she could have incredible armor for a hunter. Thing about it is, though, that I feel like she mostly uses ranged attacks.
Yeah, so maybe we should get her a rank 2 of an armor that's better for her build.
So, this one is the actual plus speed armor, which would give her plus 2 speed in exchange for keeping the same armor because it's a rank 2, losing half of a magic defense and some accuracy and getting more dodge. As an example, this Thornbark is somewhat slower speed, but it would be like strictly better armor and lots of magic defense.
Yeah.
And by somewhat slower, I mean it's faster than the one she has.
Yes.
It's a somewhat speed reduction. And we can also upgrade the one she has to have ridiculous physical armor.
I like the bark one the best.
The bark one's pretty good. It gives back half of the speed while keeping her really well defended, whereas this one turns her into Rico. Like, she's actually literally as fast as Rico with that, but it makes her actually less defended than she is. What do you guys think? I also like the bark one too. But there is some temptation of the Dread Hasping, but she's pretty low level. So Yonana is not our tank. She is a ranger. I know it's showing a hammer, but she mostly attacks with her crossbow. Morda is our new tank and Lily Folia and Morda are our frontliners. And Lily, I believe, already has a high rank armor. Rex says that he really likes Bark, but it is sad to lose the accuracy. So yeah, Bark looks like it uses 10 accuracy.
Does everything lose 10
accuracy?
accuracy?
Yes, they all do. This current armor is the accuracy armor. If we upgraded it, we'd lose even more speed while getting more accuracy and tons more armor and a little bit more magic defense. We could do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's an option too.
Her speed will be very slow, but in exchange, she's will be pretty well defended and accurate, and she is still a ranged attacker, so she can still attack with lowered speed.
I mean, I'm down with
what
that too.
What do you guys think? We can try a...
Because 2 folks have talked about not wanting to lose accuracy.
Yeah, people are saying she's ranged.
So why don't we do that?
We'll do it. We haven't had like a tanky hunter before, so that could be good. Let's do it.
We're doing it.
She now has the tower clay. Tall above the walls of the city age grew rose-shaped turrets. Among the petals stood great markswomen and men of that era. Their mail was heavy and beautiful, including clever, steady jointing to help them. New rivalry formed? Question mark? Yeah, maybe a Yonana and Mordo rivalry. Yonana just seems like she, unlike her timid father, is more likely to run into issues with people. So let's see. I don't think there's anything that can be upgraded
that we
at
actually
that
care
point.
about.
We have a
technically we
million
could upgrade a
fabrics
dagger
and
that we don't care
ingots,
about,
but
yeah.
we don't care about that dagger.
I mean, fabrics and ingots would be used to upgrade, like, the armors of the other people, right? So
We could theoretically also make a few of the upgraded hunter armors for Kojo, but his speed has problems.
So decreasing his speed further would be...
We could actually increase his speed.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
true.
in exchange, he would lose both potency, which makes his weird special ability. Does he even have weird special abilities?
Does he not have potency abilities?
I don't know. But he would gain dodge, he would lose 1 magic defense, gaining 2.5 physical armor and speed if he took the Dread Hasping. That might be worth it, you guys, because he lost speed for his shoes.
from his feet. So we were talking about how we need to
And we
try to
have
get more
all the
speed.
things that we need for it.
I'm
What
done
do
with
you
that.
think, Kojo? Would you like to get the high speed armor? And Wild Woven says when Kojo's hidden, he gains even more potency.
He doesn't he'll lose that one, yeah.
Yeah. Wild Woven is when you're hidden, you gain even more potency. So he's going to lose some potency, which makes some of his... I think what it does is that his thing that ignores enemy armor won't ignore quite as much armor as it does right now. Let's actually see what things he has there based on potency.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I'm going to click on him. So his abilities are piercing shots. So yes, he will lose one of his pierce.
So he'll have 4 pierce.
He'll have 4 pierce, which is plenty. I don't think enemies actually have 5
And then
armor.
crippling strikes, is
crippling
that
strikes that causes them to...
That's not based on potency.
Yeah, it's not based on potency. And his deep roots is where he gets more recovery rate
And
based
more-
on tree limb. Oh, right. So he recovers faster too and gets more retirement age and health.
Okay, so yeah, I think maybe we yeah, that's
Rex also thinks that he could use the speed. I think
Yeah.
he could because he
Let's
lost
do
some of
that,
speed.
then.
Like, if we look at what his speed is right now, it's actually...
5, it says.
It's 5.
So he's managed to retain 5.
It's 5.1. He actually didn't quite lose one with the 0.4, as I thought, even with being middle-aged.
Yes.
But if he got older, he could go down to 4. And with
Yeah.
this, he'll have 6, which is quite good. Let's do it, Kojo.
Here we go.
Dread Hasping. The unique treatment of these hides is said to take 10 years and a whole tub of wraith salt. Light as fleece, strong as iron, the oily leather that emerges from this process is tricky to work with. It must be interwoven by artisan hands. The result is armor that is both liberating to the limbs and resistance to action. Rumor is that the wearers of these suits began to feel an urge, a compulsion to kill. So yeah, rumors are a lot of fun. Okay, that's probably fine.
Nothing
is
bad
fine.
ever happened when someone started with that.
Fine. Alright, so
Alright.
let's just see what's gonna be happening.
Kojo says, I'm gonna become a murder tree.
Evanalia. Evanalia! Evanalia, it worked!
No. You didn't.
Please don't be afraid. There is no need to be afraid of your Jamin.
You are not Jamin.
Evernalia, we should be celebrating. I can make you a body too, and then we will find others.
No! This is wrong.
Times of peace and times of strife grind their great circles, and the star of war makes its way across our sky again.
It's official. A bunch of people at Hawker Plot spotted him. Right? That's the face I made too. But this time I've got an advantage. Linda's Leshies can turn the tide. An entrance splits the boulder north of Seeger Library. Look. I found it attached to my door.
I wonder if Arth the blacksmith left this for us.
Seeger Library is far out, but not impossible to reach.
It's not that, it's... Some kid is probably screwing with ya.
Do you have any better ideas?
The shadows deepen. All monster groups draw an extra monster card in every battle.
Dun-dun-dun. And
eliminate the Morthagi bases and find Seeger Laboratory.
so I think that's what we shall
That's
start
what we'll
again
do
with
next time.
Next time. Gadget, next time.
All
Thank
right,
you all for
let's say
joining
goodbye
us.
to YouTube, and then bye YouTube. See you
Bye.
next time.